want to go to our second speech evaluator, which would be Stephanie. Stephanie evaluating Max's speech. Come on up.
Thank you very much, Philip. So this was very interesting. I loved your speech. I love getting to know more about you. That's kind of the purpose of the content of the icebreaker. And Philip has a really great formula for doing the evaluations with the 3 and then the 3 positives, 2 opportunities for growth, and then 1 big takeaway. And as I was making my notes and pulling my thoughts together, I realized you have a really solid baseline. Is the positives that I had, or the opportunities that I had, were things that built on top of the positives. So it's like you're doing this well, and then, oh man, there's this opportunity right here that you can grow from it. So you're starting from because I know, I'm pretty sure this is your very first speech. Yes. Yeah, I feel like you're starting from a really solid place where you're coming across very genuine and approachable already. And that can be the trickiest part, is the charisma. So for one of the first things I noticed was your eye contact was awesome, especially in the virtual world. You were able to keep your eyes on the camera. First speech, I'm not even sure if you were checking notes. You did great. And your face was so dynamic. I've seen icebreaker speeches where they're nervous, so their face is just kind of frozen and monotone the whole time, and your eyebrows were moving and you were smiling, and there was all this dynamic energy that was going on in your facial expressions and in the movement of your body. You weren't frozen, in place. Your pacing was awesome, which I noticed because I talk way too fast, and your pacing was excellent. And I liked the structure of this speech. It was, that basic, following a timeline. We got to grow with you. And I just wanted to note that your English is great, and it's such an interesting thing. And I feel like I personally have a hard time with accents. It takes me a while to get used to the way people talk. And I was able to hear you really clearly. Sometimes with native English speakers, it takes me a little while to get used to how people talk. So the ways that you can build on top of that, you were moving. It was a little bit repetitive. There was you were in time with your speech, but it was this pulling your hands apart and then bringing them back together. I also noticed you twisting in your chair a little bit. Office chairs are dangerous. That's one of the reasons I usually try to stand up. But then if I'm not careful, I end up rocking. So it's a tough thing. And then let's see. So with the pacing and all of that, your pacing was great. The next level would be a little bit more vocal variety. It was there, but I think it's something that you can expand on a little bit. So just bringing a little more of that dynamic charisma into your voice, like it was in your face. And then the one thing that I would kind of recommend with the content was you gave us the facts of your life really well. I would have loved to hear little tidbits of the feelings that were behind it a little bit, or the thoughts that were going on in your head, a little bit more, rather than just hearing about your outer world, also hearing about your inner world. And I love that you started out with that you didn't want to be average, because I totally resonate with that. So that's what I got. I'm going to pass it back to Philip because I'm in the red.
That was awesome, Stephanie. Thank you. As usual, lots of energy and a great connection with Max, I'm sure, and the audience.